Okay, let's look at number 66. You have to recognize the volume of a cone and think of, you're doing area of the base times the height, but since it's going to a point, it's 1/3 area of the base times the height. So very similar to a cylinder, but since you're going to a point, it's going to be 1/3. Now what's the base? The base is a circle, so that's going to be pi r squared times the height. So we have to write a function, and we're going to do v of h. So basically we need to get everything in terms of h. So I have to deal with this r squared. So let's look at what I have. I know that the large cone, the radius is 6 and the height is 12. Well, these cones are proportional. That's really kind of an important piece. So this kind of cone within the cone, it has this labeled as the height, and it has the radius labeled as the radius of that smaller cone. So what we can say is we can say 12, which is the height of the large cone, is to 6, which is the radius of the small of the large. So 12 is to 6 as h is to r. So it's just proportional reasoning. 12 is to 6 as h is to r. I can simplify that and say 2 equals h over r. And then I can go further. I can do that as a proportion. 2r equals h. And I really just need to get r by itself, so I'm going to keep going. I'm going to divide by 2. So r is the same as 1/2 h, or you could say h over 2, whichever one you prefer. But now I can write my function. So I've got v of h equals 1/3 times pi times, I'm going to plug in my r. I'm going to plug in 1/2 h. I need to square that times the height. And then I'm going to simplify. My hand, I guess, keeps making that move. So it's going to be 1/4 h squared times the height. So then I'm just going to simplify. I can do 1/3 times 1/4, which is going to be 1/12. And then I've got pi times h squared times h. So I'm just going to write that pi h to the third. Sorry, this keeps moving and I'm not going to make another video. So here's my function. V of h equals 1/12 pi h to the third, and I have written what I'm supposed to in terms of h.